Hello, beautiful ones. How are you doing today? I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to. I was checking who was there while my computer was slowly logging on. So I'm happy to see that we have Janice, that we have Elizabeth, Tanya, Patricia. Hello, hello, and all of you guys who are here present or watching the replay in the group and on YouTube as well. For those who do not have Facebook and don't want to. Maureen, Chantal is here. Yeah, Natalie's here. Yeah, wonderful. Thank you also for giving StreamYard the authorization to use your name. If not, I cannot see who is commenting. Welcome also to those of you who are new in this group, in this community. Welcome. So everyone's welcome here. You might realize that if you're new to the awakening world, so the light working world, some terms might be, I shouldn't say complicated. There's always a way for you to find out the meaning of things we're talking about. But some terms might be a little bit out there. But there's also a reason why you're here. If you feel that's too much at the same time, I would say that there's probably a reason that you were sent here that will activate you a lot faster. Totally. So welcome. And those of you who are healers, who are channelers, who are card readers, who are sharing their magic with a few people or with a lot of them, welcome. You are also going to find your place here in this community. As I said, even though I usually work with intuitives who do have a minimum of connection with the intuitive world, I realize that anyone can, of course, join. Everyone can be activated at this point. Energies are so different than just a year ago, where I was more focused on working and interacting with light workers and healers who had already a minimum of connection with this beautiful magic world, what I call the invisible world. We should probably say the other dimensions, but as I said, now things are changing so much that those who are not awakened, those who are not fully connected with these vibrations, might require a lot less time. So as I said, if you're new to this kind of energy, this kind of atmosphere or content, you will be activated a lot faster than years ago. Neelam is here, Deborah is here. Hello, hello, happy to see you. Natalie's from Houston. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's warm here on Vancouver Island. It's already getting a little bit cooler, so sweater is back on. How are you doing? That's my usual question, and it's not just to be polite. It's really to see how you guys are doing with our energies right now. I will talk a little bit about the energies very quickly before we dive into the topic, a topic that will be held in the whole month of October. So this is part one of a three-part event, because connecting to your, I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice, connecting to your galactic family and galactic friends, that includes your higher self, is something you want to keep with you. You want to remember how to connect to. So we will create for the month of October, and I should say the first 2 weeks of October will be dedicated to open new doorways for you to generate your own energy and awaken new codes of information that are holding either new gifts, a new vision, new ways to take care of yourself, new ways of sharing your gifts. It doesn't matter what it ignites within you, but it will ignite something that you're ready to unlock at this point. So Anita is here. Janice, I'm in need of having nothing on my plate. Yes, that should clear you. What's going to come, what we're offering in October could help you. There's always a reason why we have a lot of things going on in our lives. Most of the time, it's to help us understand how we deal with situations. And if it triggers us, there's probably emotional things we need to look at. Again, I don't talk to you specifically, but Janice, but it could be something that a lot of us experience. Deborah, yes, the shift since the equinox. Yeah, a lot of people have felt that there has been a massive shift, definitely. Natalie says, doing great, blissful, speaking my truth, continue to check in with my inner authority. That's beautiful, beautiful. So feel free to tell us how you're doing. And while you might want to take a minute just to tune in and see how you are vibrating with the actual energies, I'm simply going to talk about what I call the recalibrating, or it can be called regenerating chamber. These are terms humans are using to make it easy for us to understand. This experience and my description of it might not resonate with you 100%. The only thing that will resonate with you a lot is the energy that is usually emanating, coming through, being activated during those moments of connections with this chamber. Chamber, again, is a term that we choose, but it could look like a little room. It could be happening somewhere in a landscape that looks familiar on Earth. It could happen right into the open space. It is actually the description, the easiest way I have to describe the experience that unfolds when we enter this chamber, regenerative or recalibrating. Elizabeth says, such a restless night last night, not much sleep. Okay, hopefully today's part 1, so it won't be the most activating one. I would say part 2 will be like the strongest one, and it will happen Monday, October 2, so 2nd, so next Monday. And then part 3 will be to help you create some kind of a process that will really resonate with your energy. What we want is always to give you access to something that is available to everyone and reconnect every time to a similar experience with your own way, with your own approach, with your own energy. South Carolina, Maureen, yes, wonderful. Playing with puppies, yes, well, that's actually nice. And, nature and animals are definitely a good way to bring the tension down. Welcome to everyone. So, what I'm invited to do is first to take us in a loving, gentle trance. So you guys can simply feel completely open energetically, and so your conscious and subconscious minds can just give more room to your energy self. And right after this little induction, I will talk about this experience that it's more a experience is not really the term. It's just a process that allows you to connect to other dimensions, other aspects of yourself with the help of galactic entities and, let's say, some kind of technology that is not material, that is fully energetic, but that is not consciously available to many unless you understand, oh yeah, this is what I'm experiencing. This is really, I'm entering the chamber. And again, this is an open experience that will reach its its peak next Monday, and then a week later we will conclude with solidifying the process so you can do it on your own anytime, anywhere. They're telling me to tell you that either way, it's happening. But when you are consciously connecting to that chamber, you intensify the recalibration and the guidance you receive, as it is not only a way to clear blocks and elevate your frequency, your vibration, and of course unlock codes, which I would call also upgrades. It's also a way for you to receive answers to questions you have about yourself, about your awakening, about some timelines. It is another way to develop your intuitive powers. But this one is, again, highly vibrational because it connects to other aspects of yourself that are other aspects, yes, of yourself that are vibrating at higher vibrations. So it's good when you can initiate that rather than having another person, a healer, do it. I don't say it's not good, because I love receiving healings from my beautiful colleagues. Sometimes it's not the most practical. Sometimes you need guidance now. You need some kind of healing happening now. And this process, which you will be able to share and personalize, is the way to go, is really the way to go. So let's start. Yes, open to receiving, Janice. I'm happy. So let's close our eyes now, and we will start simply by opening our hearts and our minds. So whatever I share today opens a doorway to clarity, opens a doorway, allows you to go through the vortex leading to, again, the peak of the experience that will happen on Monday. Again, all replays will be accessible. If you cannot make it live, no worries. All right, close your eyes, beautiful ones. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and this time we will do it differently. For those of you who are a little bit more tense or their minds are racing a little bit, we will inhale twice in 2 times. And if you're not sure what it means, I will do it so you can mimic and repeat. And when you exhale until there's no more oxygen, no more air in your lungs. Okay? So inhale in 2 times, exhale in 1 long breath out. Let's do this. Let's repeat 3 more times. Breathe in deeply, normally, at your own pace. Imagine a beautiful white light all around you. This white light is the exact frequency allowing you to connect to your higher self. You do not need to search for the white light. The white light is here and now. Every time you inhale, the white light becomes more powerful, and your connection with your higher self becomes stronger. And every time you exhale, you feel that simply you are expanding, as if your energy field is somehow reaching further and further out around you. Let's do this. Beautiful. It is not impossible that right now you sense that your body starts to tingle, your head is getting lighter, your nervous system is simply letting go, your muscles are relaxing, and any tension is simply disappearing every time you exhale. Take the time to notice this. I will count now from 1 to 5. And as I count from 1 to 5, you will feel your feet glued to the ground. You will feel some kind of magnetic energy allowing your feet to remain connected to Gaia's heart, right in the center of our planet, where other energies are also vibrating, as Gaia is awakening as well. So as I count from 1 to 5, your connection to Gaia's center will become stronger, more solid. You might also feel some kind of tingling from your hips down to the ground. As I count from 1 to 5 at the same time, you will feel that another aspect of yourself is rising. And as soon as I say 5, you will hear a little sound. That sound will generate a vision, a feeling connected to a location. The location is not at all linked to a past life or a present memory of this incarnation. It is a new place on Earth, in space, or somewhere else. It's a different place, and at the same time you will have the feeling that you are energetically connected to that place, as if you kind of know, remember, and you will be able for a few minutes to stay in that space. Let's do this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, be in the place. Take the time to look around and see how you connect to each and every element composing the location where you're at right now. You feel safe, you feel comfortable, and you feel loved. Being in that place is like going to the heart of the universe, feeling those vibrations that always help you feel relaxed, but also connected to all that is. You feel your higher self very strongly. It's like a deeper opening in your heart center. Knowledge might be reignited in your awareness. A feeling that what you are receiving as information is something you remember. It is not impossible that you feel the presence of 1, 2, or 3 beings. They can be light beings. They can be human. They can be humanoid shapes, forms. And they can be beings from different planets and collectives, and they're ready to share their origin with you. If it's the case, they'll let you know how you connect with their star origin. This or these beings are now putting their attention, their focus, telepathically on your heart center, right in the middle of your chest. You might even see that for some, they're applying their hands, or what appears like being hands, right on your heart center. Let's experience this for a few minutes. You might feel the energy spreading within you, coming from them, activating your heart center, and spreading within and around. It is not impossible that you see a certain glow, a glow around your physical body, as if your energetic field, your aura, was brighter than ever. You have now created a connection with those beings, or this being, if there's only one, and you vibrate at the same frequency. So everything that will come in the next minutes will be integrated very quickly within you. Your mind won't feel like and won't need to analyze anything. Everything will be received from an energetic standpoint. And in the next 48 hours, 72 hours for some, this light, this exchange of light will turn into visions, feelings, certainty, clarity, visions in terms of timelines and timeline choices. It will simply bring guidance. Let's keep the vision going for 30 seconds or so. You are now completely connected. This connection will remain very, very powerful until Monday. And Monday you will be able to go to another level of expression of this connection. It is not, again, impossible at this point that wherever you are, as you might have moved to another location, remember this experience is unique. If you are taken to another location, look around. You might see some kind of massage table or not. You might be shown exactly where the recalibration chamber is and how it looks like for you. You are invited to lie down on this table, and if it appears like something else for you, stay with what you see. You are lovingly guided and held by those guides of yours that just showed up earlier. Everything is gentle, peaceful, serene, and loving. Now let those beings simply apply their hands or connect with some parts of your body telepathically. So healing, so a feeling of letting go tension, whether it's mental, physical, or emotional. Sense that that is being dissolved through the process. This is simply the initiation. One step at a time. Today, what is being cleared is the most immediate need of energy release. So we create more room for the next phase of this recalibration. Feel the energy flowing in your body. Feel some tension in some areas of your body completely dissolving. Feel the benevolence of those beings around you. Feel your heart center open even more. So this sense of unconditional love flows in your veins, in your mind, and of course in your heart. I'm at the right place, at the right time. I'm learning so much from the past days and the past weeks' experiences. I have changed. And I'm ready to evolve even more. I'm ready to connect to the highest versions of myself. They are here. They exist, and they're manifesting their presence to you. So an aspect of you will remain on this table, this massage table. For a few days, while the other aspect of you will continue to integrate what was opened today. This is the initiation. This is the first step, like an incursion, like like an introduction to something that will be more profound and more powerful early next week. Take a deep breath in through the nose and release, like a big, big sigh of letting go. It is not over, but some of you might want to open their eyes as we continue the conversation, but from an elevated perspective, an elevated dimension. So whatever I will say in the next minutes won't be received by your mind per se. It will take a healing form. It will take a form that allows you to understand all the things that happened in the past weeks, in the past days. And it will also give you the feeling, potentially a vision of what is coming ahead. So in your own way, gently open your eyes, but remain in that state of receptivity, of connection, of flow. For some it was emotional. Yes, there's going to be more emotional release, and that's so part of the process. So this is part one. Part one was for you to find your way, your unique way to access a recalibration chamber. You know how it feels, you know how it looks like, even though next time it might look different, but your mind, your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, those aspects of yourself who are usually kind of always analyzing and wanting to protect you by creating thoughts, leading sometimes to doubt or over analysis or over analyzing everything. This part of you now trusts the loving energy, the benevolence of the whole activation, and the kindness of the beings who have worked with you, which means that every time you will connect to this, you will automatically and very rapidly ascend to these vibrations, so healing and clarity and guidance can come very easily. So it's another way of channeling, but this channeling involves so many different aspects of yourself. We're not just connecting to one energy, we're connecting to so many energies. And in the future, that's why we want you to master this process. In the future, it will be easy for you to come back and upgrade your ability to connect to this. I will read your comments, but before I do this, I want just to bring more information about this chamber And before we close this connection, we will do a mini induction so you can go back to your everyday life as flowingly, if that term exists, as easily and as gracefully as possible. I don't want you to cut the connection right away. It wouldn't be integrated and alchemized as much as we will want to. So, during nighttime, when necessary, which is almost every night, that's what they're telling me to say, your astral self, your energy self, goes and travels in different vibrations, depending on your own level of expression, of connection. Sometimes it's denser, sometimes it's connected to things you need to heal, to resolve, to look at. But most of the time you're rising so you can connect to other light workers, so you can connect to other versions of yourself. Yesterday I posted something about that, about your avatars, which are other expressions of yourself, as if your soul had divided, or your higher self. Your higher self is connected to your soul, but your soul may also divide itself. And again, it's not cutting, it's just duplicating itself. That's the right term. Duplicating itself in different lifetimes right now on this planet, in different experiences in different times on this planet, in different locations around the universe, but also dimensionally. There's an aspect of you who is vibrating more with the Arcturians, with the Pleiadians, another one who is simply light, another one who resonates with Mother Mary's energy. So when we do such activations and we say beings are coming to you, your higher self is coming to you, Yeshua is coming to share a message, of course you feel that you're connected to them. Like, it might be the first time you connect with them consciously, but there's a sense of, yes, I recognize the joy. I recognize the powerful energy that we are now connected with. You remember because you are those parts. When people connect to a past life, which I call a parallel life, and you feel like you were a powerful being, some people feel that they were Jesus, some people feel that they were a very powerful being in Egypt, in Rome. At this point, you're connecting to the essence of these other lifetimes, and suddenly their knowledge becomes yours. Suddenly their experience becomes yours, because you have as well experienced these realities, and everything happens now. So whenever you're in need of emotional clearing, your higher self will connect with one aspect of you that holds the ability, the power to give you the emotional recalibration you need. So your higher self is calling, always calling upon an energy you know, so there's no conflictual frequencies, but also holding an energy that usually we describe as external, as different from self. So the recalibration or regeneration chamber is kind of a meeting place. Some people will see it in a spaceship. Some people will see that it appears like a quote-unquote surgery room, medical room. For others, it will be completely in a location that you've never seen. Sometimes it appears like it's on Earth, or inner Earth, or somewhere on another planet. Just know that it can take you anywhere. Yes, nature can of course be there, but when you are connecting to that recalibration chamber and you see yourself in nature, you're connected to Gaia's ascended reality. So the chamber itself is a meeting point between your energetic self and all your avatars. And of course, your higher self is always coordinating this. And it's kind of an understood process by everyone. Even if it's the first time you hear about it, we always go there to reboot. We always go there. Sometimes you meditate and you feel rebooted and you do not know why. You might not have seen it, but an aspect of you has experienced or had experienced this regeneration or recalibration chamber. So what happens, and that's why it's more powerful than just a meditation, what happens is that your energetic or energy self is being cleared and completely rebooted. And that includes also the connection of your energetic self to organs in your body. So whatever our friends are doing when we are in that recalibration chamber, the impact on our physical vessel is immediate. Only will the body require a few days to transmute and translate the energy that has been integrated from your energetic self back down to you, so it understands what codes have been activated. Yes, rejuvenation. So you can feel like, whoa, what happened here? So at the beginning, it's always like a, wow, what happened here? Today, if you had that, whoa, what happened here? That little epiphany moment when we'll enter the chamber and go through the whole process, you will be like what I call in the peace and love state. And it will stay with you for a long time. You'll be able to come back to it anytime. So today is just the initiation, the connection with that healing process. Again, it's not just an energetic recalibration, it's also the activation of codes. Today we did not focus on this because it would take like a full hour and a half probably to do a whole process. Today was to make you feel at ease with the connection with the portal. So Monday, when we work on this, within seconds you are connected to it, because that's what you want. You also want in the future not to go through a 30-minute process to connect to the chamber. And I know for some of you it has been done like quickly, but since it's the first time we do it all together, it's important that we initiate the connection. As Monday, we will skip this part and connect right away to the chamber itself. And from there, if you have questions, if you have doubts, if you have tension, everything will be addressed. Everything will be addressed. And you will come back with a lot of answers, a lot of wellness, definitely a sense of love for your life. and for what you have done and what you are going to accomplish, even if all that remains blurred, but also a vision of what is being activated within you. It is a process that happens for most every night. We do not feel it and see it this way, but it is happening. We want, again, the vision to become clearer so you can recreate it very easily. Most of my activations are taking us there, and I know that I'm not the only one doing this, but I'll talk to what I know because this is what I share with you. Sometimes we're in space and it's happening, but there's not a single time when we have worked together that those galactic aspects of you have not showed up. They're always there. They're always there to help you hold the frequency. We're vibrating in different dimensions. Now we're definitely in the high 4D. That's why it's easy to hear my words, and at the same time I say, what is she saying? It's like the words at this point are not as important. It's just the energy that is circulating through the frequencies of my voice that are meant to reach your heart and activate something within you. But when we raise our vibration, our light friends, galactic friends, can come down a little bit and we meet halfway. So we elevate our frequency so we can connect with what they want to share with us. So on Monday, we will go through the whole activation. I will give you all the details. It's at 1 p.m. Pacific time. There will be a part 3, but the part 2, Monday, will be the complete process. It will be going from A to Z. We will, of course, accelerate this connection to your own recalibration room, chamber, because you have connected to it. And if you haven't fully yet, replay this. You can even replay it in a year from now. It will connect you to the upgraded version of your chamber. At the same time, you'll have the feeling that we're all in the same chamber because our energies are definitely merging in one way, which helps a lot. And of course, the last day, which will be on the 10th, will be to come back to it and have a little discussion around what you have received. It gives us over 2 weeks, which is good. 2 weeks to really personalize the process, see how much it can give you, how much it can heal you. And on the last day, we will really talk about it. What did it activate within you? And are there still any kind of hesitations? And if so, we'll talk about that. And we will have the codes that are opening to really strongly show you what are your next steps and how to continue to upgrade your experience with the chamber. So I will give the details about part 2 and 3. They're part of the multidimensional lightworker community. So for those of you who are there, it's complimentary. It's part of what we have. For those who want to join, I will share the details. It will hold those 2 activations. So you will have 2 live activations. Plus you will have access to everything that has been shared in the past, which is at least 50 sessions. I will share some examples of what you can find in the container on the top of the Recalibrating Chamber experience. You will have activations around the heart center, around connecting to the Christ energy, around the divine feminine. You have activations that are helping you to connect specifically to galactic guides. Other activations that are helping you to understand energies right now as they want to express themselves through you. You will have a choice of 50 activations, and there's no prerequisite and no specific orders. You will just scan through, look through all the activations, and if a title resonates, if a description resonates, this is the invitation to listen to this. And you will have a whole month to not only allow the other part of this initiation, which will lead to the experience. You will have 2 months to review it, strengthen your connection to the Recalibration Chamber. It is an important part of our awakening process, this chamber, because not only can it help you activate your intuitive codes so you develop and strengthen your intuitive powers, it will also bring clarity, answer questions you have, and it will also help you heal the physical and energetic body. It's something that I don't always talk about, even though I know that in the background of each and every activation I share, it is happening, healing is happening. But this process will help you to become the master of this healing process for yourself. It will move you to such a level that not only your 5D, 4D connections will be, and higher actually, will be strengthened, but when you return to the 3D, not the lower 3D, the mid and higher 3D, you won't feel as triggered. And if you feel triggered, then you'll know it's an invitation to heal. And if you need to return to the chamber, you will be able to return to the chamber. That's what is important. So for those who wonder how much that is, this is $44 US dollars. So if you are in other countries, of course, it will vary. Feel free to check your currency. That will give you this connection as well, as I will add it, plus 2 more. If you cannot make it live, don't worry. They will be accessible all the time in the vortex. Plus, and they're telling me that Monday's activation will be downloadable. So in the future, if you do not have access to the internet, or you have decided not to stay with the community, you will keep it. And that is not something I do very often, because I want, of course, us to remain in the same vortex so we can elevate. But this one is such a big activator that even though we lose contact, or I'm away, or you just want to experience something else, you will always be able to come back to this recalibration. You will own it. It will be yours. So I will read your comments. Please tell me how it felt. Let me know how the experience felt for you. Again, it will be a little bit more intense on Monday, but intense usually is linked to a feeling of density. Intense in this case will be more connected to the amount of work you will be able to do in 60 to 75 minutes. Again, what we have done today won't be repeated. We will go right away to the chamber. And on the 10th, October 10th, again, don't worry, the dates will be shared for your time zone as well. On the 10th, we will answer your questions. We will, if there's a bug, we will look at it, and we will integrate all this. So everything that will have been done within 2 weeks can easily be transcended and help you move forward. Everything shifts so quickly that we need some of those new energies and the processes they're kind of sharing with us. That's the way it is. At this point, we're triggered from different fronts, that it is important that we find ways new ways to maintain our flow, to maintain our energy. So let's see what you guys were saying. Let me go back. Weird dreams, yes, totally possible. I cannot say my night experience has been the lightest. But again, if dreams are intense, your subconscious mind wants to clear blocked emotions. It wants you to realize something. If you don't remember your dreams and you don't feel rested in the morning, this is going to help you integrate. Because what happens when we activate something, consciously or not, usually what is the hardest is when we come back down. Because suddenly we have a feeling that we're disconnected from our highest versions, from our higher self and higher dimensions. The goal of the awakening for humanity is to merge 3D, 5D, and higher. Which means that if now you feel light, wonderful, which will be, of course, even more powerful next time, you can bring that and maintain that energy as long as possible. It will become like training a muscle. That's what they're showing me in the next months. They will want you to train your ability to hold high vibrations as long as possible. And if ever somebody or something triggers you, you understand what is being activated, what is in need of healing, and bang, return to a higher vibration. So you respond to life from a highest perspective. Some of you are already doing this, wonderful, but I would say most of us are high and then low. They're triggered by, external energies, their town, their community, their family. That is the future of our existence on Earth, is to really blend all dimensions and not feel like, oh my God, 3D is so heavy because my body's heavy, because people around me are heavy. It would be, I observe, my body's heavy, my mind, my thoughts are heavy, people around me are heavy. How can I elevate my frequency quickly? One of the answers is the Recalibration Chamber. And again, you might decide to use the Recalibration Chamber and listen to the recordings for a while, because you don't know how to do the process on your own. But I can tell you that after a while, I would say 3 times of repeating this, you won't need it anymore. You will like, boom, I don't feel good, I close my eyes, bang, I'm in the chamber. They're saying Arcturian friends, but yes, Arcturians are very present right now with that specific process. But just know that other galactic beings are here, but mainly Arcturians. So I just repeat what is being said. It will be so easy for you to meet halfway. It's like a meeting point, and like just clear. And again, you'll get answers also to questions you have. Okay, yes, we talked about nature. So for me, it's like a luminous tree house. Yes, wonderful. Golden light, white light, beautiful. That's beautiful. Janice says rejuvenation. Yes. Anita says, I tend to lose the connection to consciousness and cannot recall or really remember most of what was experienced. So, and thank you for your question, because I almost forgot to say something and mention something, but I will on Monday. On Monday, think about it. I want you to have a device that allows you to record your voice. It could be your phone, it could be any kind of little recorder, whatever, because you will speak. Everyone will speak, and that will answer Anita's question. I tend to forget. There will be so many different feelings. There will be so many different visions, words you might hear, guidance you might receive, that it is true. You might not be able to remember everything. So on Monday, which is out of the 3 the most powerful and potent activation of the trio, of the triad, you will have a little recorder next to you, and it will be ready for it will be ready so you can listen again to what you have received. So everything you receive, you will repeat. If they're telling you something, you'll repeat it. So it becomes recorded. It's even better than waiting for the end of the session and write it down. And you will be able to repeat this many times. Of course, if you listen to the activation many times, you will be able, again, to record new information. So you will be also able to ask your higher self and whomever is there in the chamber, like if you have a question, and that question could be, how should I share my intuitive powers? That's an example. You will get an answer. The answer will come in many forms and triggering different senses. You will want to record the answer. You will have the time to ask the questions, receive the answers, and record it. Because the way you will verbalize it will be from a channeling standpoint, which means it won't be you remembering, it will be you channeling the answer, not with your words, but with the words from your higher self and the galactic beings, which will be holding such a different frequency than you trying to recall what was said and trying to transcribe it. So you understand that we're really upgrading our abilities to channel and heal. Thank you so much, Anita. You see, your question allowed me to remind how the process will happen as well. As if you're falling asleep, yes. Every time you connect to the fourth, the fifth, and higher, there's a sense of going down, and then the experience happens from within. Your conscious mind and subconscious mind do not need to be triggered. Janice, it's a pleasure. You're welcome. Elizabeth says, let me see so I can read everything. So magical. I still feel physical warmth down the back. Yes, I do feel that too. Back of your head, for me, it's my body, but the whole body. Is it something you feel, guys? The whole body's warm. The whole body's warm and so peaceful. So if there was any tension, at this point, it should be a lot lighter. My visions were fast and clear. Yes, that's how when we're entering that space, everything goes very quickly. So again, your memory cannot hold that as much. Why? Because sometimes it's not important to remember, or your subconscious mind and conscious mind are so slow that it feels like you're being bombarded. But you will be able, when I do this on my own, I have my recorder, and it's like, sometimes it's just words. It's like blue, Arcturians, activation, Paris, like it's words. And just you recording this, I just give you an example out of nowhere, but when you listen to this and you have those 3 words, you will be again reconnected to the essence of the message. So everything, even if you cannot repeat everything they're showing you and telling you, you will be able to, just with the little words you will share and have recorded on whatever device you decide to use, that will take you right away into the image, to the message, to the depth, and get you more details than what you got when we were together. So I remember all my connections as myself, so sweet and calm, wonderful. The chamber was beautiful and energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Janice, heavier than usual, rains here atmospheric river. Yeah, I know this is, I forgot where you are from, Janice, but something that we're supposed to have here. Okay, so beautiful Janice, just to get you ready for something bigger for you. If you feel that it's heavier than usual, close your eyes once more. Take yourself wherever you want, and if it's nowhere, leave it like that. And feel that river you sense around you that is actually happening. Just feel it pouring on you, but that river is gold. River is gold energy. Like, it's like really drops of gold. And your body is porous, your energetic body is porous. And those drops of gold energy are entering your body. clearing. They will go through your body, and take your time, Janice, to do this. And if anyone still feels a little bit tense, use this exercise. Golden drops entering your body from the top, as if water was simply being absorbed by your skin, entering deeply, going from your head down to your toes, and clearing everything along the way. You do not need to know what, you just want it to go, whether it's internal, external, galactic, earth, inner earth, whatever it is. And the gold, and the drops of gold, as they come closer to your feet area, will all melt together, creating a big amount, a big blob of golden energy or fluid. And when they're ready, they will leave your body through the soles of your feet. So everything that was said and done today becomes more easily integrated. And please feel free to repeat the channeling part. Need this for sure. Yes. I'm just wondering who said that, because unfortunately I don't have your name. Could be Natalie, but I'm not sure. Yes, Angelina says, I saw a lot of literal integrations from various versions of selves and ancestor. Beautiful. Yeah, my beings did some work on the third eye. Oh my God, that's powerful. Heart. Again, that's Angelina's experience. Sometimes we do not see it and have problems to verbalize it and create a whole story around it. It is happening anyways. My chamber was exactly what I thought it would be. Sky was red. Wonderful, wonderful. Clapping was something I've never... Yes, sometimes it happens to me. It happened to me during one of our activation in, I don't know if it was revealing the great shift. I think it was more in 3-day to power up. It's like as they've had waited for me, like higher aspects of myself was like, yeah, Natalie, you just upgraded yourself. You've reached another level. It felt like a video game. Yeah, level 3, level 4, whatever I'm at, probably level 3,000 something. So wonderful. Janice, I used to remember so many incredible dreams. Don't worry about that. I would say it's more important for you to remember what we do and what you receive during one of our calibrations, and that will impact also your ability to remember dreams. Go with the energetics, and then we can go with the subconscious mind. Thank you, Maureen. It was a pleasure. I felt very relaxed, could feel some tension release. Wonderful, join like beautiful, waterfall. 2 beings, 3 later. You're connected, guys. That's so good. So good. Yeah, thank you. Dreams are intense. But you wake up fully rested, so that's wonderful. Yes. Yes, so I think we have more messages. I really want to read them all. Janice, at my chamber, I was performing rituals, ancient. Yes, I can confirm I had, because I've done it a few times. I've done it twice in the past 3 days, because they're upgrading the process. It's something I have done like for ages, and something I have been doing with my students. But again, everything gets upgraded. Also the processes, because we can hold more frequencies, we can hold more healing energies than before. The same thing 3 years ago may have felt like overwhelming. So yes, I had the same thing with Egyptian rituals. Beautiful. You see, everyone's creating their own ritual, and that's what we want. We don't want you ever, never again repeat somebody else's process. We want you to let the guidance come fluidly to you, through you, and upgrade itself, so it will never be the same. Remember, this process in, I would say, 6 months from now will still be powerful. But for those of you who will have tried it already, you'll feel, I'm ready for more, and more will come, because I know I will channel more, and you will too. But for somebody who's beginning, if they discover this process and the 2 other processes that are coming up, they might just think it's wonderful, it's new to them. Remember, for us, if we lived it once, experienced it once, we're ready after for more. My left ear has been, I think that's Natalie sharing this. My left ear is and has been going numb from time. Oh, Tim. Sometimes the recalibrations and the energetic upgrades, I'm just waiting for them to show me what it is. Like right now, my ears, face, and it's been like that for a while, upper back, lower back are extremely warm. So that may generate some kind of humming or buzz or ringing in the ear. For some people, it will feel like it's numb. Like the back of my head right now is warm, at the same time numb. Why? Because your nervous system is receiving those energies and it's calming it. It's calming it, but it's recalibrating it. Your body right now is doing whatever it can at its own pace to, again, I call that a translation, but it's a transmutation. You're receiving codes from a language that consciously you do not fully understand because it doesn't use words that are known, and sometimes it's not even words. And your body is like, as we speak right now, translating the codes. You see? Always amazing. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, warm. I felt warmth. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Leanne, thank you for being here. Yes, play it again. Beautiful one. The two shares, you could not see who they were, shared were Chantal and Giselle. Okay, thank you so much for that. Yeah, I have my phone so I can see who's there. So we will conclude this. I just want you to close your eyes for one last minute and disconnect from the chamber. Disconnect, but they're telling me that the disconnection, now that you have reconnected to the new creation, the new version of your chamber, what is disconnecting is the state you're in, as you cannot hold it, maintain it in the 3D life. Not at this point. There will be a time where we won't need to disconnect. So what we're disconnecting is the state of lightness that could not help you be functional in 3D life. If you're going to bed, please disregard the disconnection and fall asleep and enjoy the sleep. But if not, right now, I do invite you to open your eyes if they were not open, to move your body, move your hands, move your feet, and rock your body from side to side. That's it. I'm going to have our credit music. Yeah, get your body going. We want you to get going. So let me see. I'm just checking here if I have. No, so all the details to join the activation, the 3-part activation. We have experienced part 1 today. Part 2 is on Monday. Part 3 is on October 10th. Replays will be accessible. Price is $44 for these activations. The most important one is on Monday. You will be able to download the audio so you can keep it forever. And that will give you access to everything that I have shared with my community, my private community, for a month or longer if you decide to stay longer with us. All the details will come. Energies are wonderful. Remember, we are at the beginning of the expression phase, and the fact they wanted me to do that in early October was to help you express yourself even better. They realized that we still have a lot of blockages, and that's what we want to clear. And because I'm not available all the time, and it's time for us to learn to do it on our own. So right now you're just being activated, so you can repeat that and channel your own chamber on your own. All right, beautiful ones. I'm sending you lots of love. We spent an hour 17 together. I cannot believe it. To me, it was like, yeah, an hour, 15 minutes. I cannot believe it. So yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you very soon here in the group. And feel free to share in the comments how you feel. Come back in 2 days just to share how you feel and how you're integrating all this. And I will share also the link to register. I would love to see you on Monday and on the 10th. Bye for now, beautiful ones, and thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.